Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. As you know, we have completed poem The Daffodils written by William Wordsworth. Today we will discuss its questions. So discussion number first. Question number first. Question number first. After reading of the poem, can you guess what a daffodil is? After reading of the poem, can you guess what a daffodil is? The answer of this question is after reading the poem, we come to know that daffodil is a golden colored spring flower that grows beside the lakes of riversides. Question number first. After reading of the poem, can you guess what a daffodil is? The answer of this question is after reading the poem, we come to know that daffodil is a golden colored spring flower that grows beside the lakes of riversides. Question number second. The poet says he wandered lonely as a cloud, which means that he was going from one place to another, one place to place without special reason or purpose. Going from place to place without a special reason or purpose, moving about in a crowd. The cloud was all alone in the sky. The answer of this question is part number first, that is going from place to place without a special reason or purpose. Question number third. The poet says that he saw 10,000 at a glance. Does this mean, part number first, there were 10,000 of them? There were there were many of them. They were countless. The answer of this question is part number third, that is C. They were countless. The poet says that he saw 10,000 at a glance. This means that they were countless. Now, question number 4. The poet says that a poet could not be but gay in such a jocund company. What do you think jocund company means? Is he happy or unhappy in such company? The poet says that a poet could not be but gay oblique in such a jocund company. What do you think jocund company means? Is he happy or unhappy in such a company? Here, answer is, of this question is that jocund company means a happy and cheerful company. Jocund company here means a happy and cheerful company of the daffodils. The poet is really happy in such a company as they provide him inspiration and emotional satisfaction. Answer, I shall repeat it again. Jocund company means a happy and cheerful company of the daffodils. The poet is really happy in such a company as they provide him inspiration and emotional satisfaction. Now question number 5. What does the poet mean when he says that he gazed and gazed but little thought oblique what wealth the show to me had brought? Does the scene benefit him materially or emotionally? Give reasons for your answer. What does the poet mean when he says that he gazed and gazed but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought? It's question number 5. The answer of this question is that poet went on looking at the beautiful scene of the daffodils. What does the poet mean when he says that he gazed and gazed but little thought? The poet went on looking at the beautiful scene of the daffodils. He could not even think how wealthy he had grown by the beautiful daffodils. He could not even think how wealthy he had grown by the beautiful daffodils. Does the scene benefit him materially or emotionally? Here, the answer of this part is that does the scene benefit him materially or emotionally? The scene benefit him emotionally, not maternally. The answer of this part is that the scene benefit him emotionally, not materially. He felt, give reasons of your answer because he felt spiritually elevated or exalted. He did not become wealthy in terms of money. In the answer of this part, does the scene benefit him materially or emotionally? Answer is the scene benefit him emotionally. Give reasons for your answer. The reason of this part is that he felt spiritually elevated or exalted. He did not become wealthy in terms of money. Now question number 6 है, what does the vacant and pensive mood means? What does the vacant and pensive mood means? Take the right option. Part number first, when the poet is in a thoughtful and contemplative mood, when the poet is sad, when the poet is thoughtless. इसका जो most appropriate answer है that is part number first, when the poet is in a thoughtful and contemplative mood. The most appropriate answer of this question is part is that is the poet is in a thoughtful and contemplative mood. Now question number 7, what does the inward eye mean? What is that flashes upon his eye? Do you think that the poet is affected by it in any way? Give reasons for your answer. Question number 7. What does the inward eye means? It is the poet's mind. Inward eye means poet's mind. Here inward eye means poet's mind. What is that flashes upon his eye? It is actually the sight of beautiful daffodils that flashes upon his inward eye, or mind, or imagination. Now question, do you think that the poet is affected by it anyway? Yes, the poet is deeply affected by it because it provides him happiness. His heart gets filled with pleasure. He begins to dance in his imagination in the company of daffodils. By recollecting the scene of the daffodils, he gets the same pleasure as he got when he saw the daffodils for the first time. This was answer of question number 7. Now question number 8. Now the question number 8. Question number 8. Why has the poet described solitude as being blissful? Why has the poet described solitude as being blissful? Answer of this question is, in solitude one feels free of disturbance and overlapping of thoughts and ideas, and is supposed to be a keen observer and appreciator of beauty. In this loneliness the poet feels thoroughly inspired by the reflection of the daffodils that flashed in mind. The solitude is blissful as it brings joy and emotional satisfaction to him. Question number 8, I shall repeat it again. Why has the poet described solitude as being blissful? The poet has described solitude as being blissful because in solitude one feels free of disturbance. One feels free of disturbance and overlapping of thoughts and ideas, and is supposed to be a keen observer and appreciator of beauty. In this loneliness, the poet feels thoroughly inspired by the reflections of the daffodils that flashed in mind. The solitude is blissful as it brings joy and emotional satisfaction to him. Thank you. This was all about the discussion number first. Thank you very much.